Hi, how is everyone? I hope you're having a great, I had a good weekend and are ready for a great week. We will be starting lesson 5, and as I come and look at the table of contents, you'll see here that we have, academic planning and career exploration. So planning for your academic future and exploring different careers. So if I go to our preview page in the Getting Started tab, sorry, for some reason, okay, there we go. Okay, we have the 4 goals. So as you look here, you're going to gain insight about your values. So using self-discovery activities to discover about yourself. Start making an academic plan for how you'll go on through schooling and acquire what you want. Get familiar with the resources that are out there for exploring different careers. And then you'll have a study skill of inferencing, making inferences, taking clues from what the text says to come up with conclusions. So I've had a few people ask about how they can tell what assignments are due when they're having a hard time keeping track of the due dates. One place is on this page. You can see these are the things that are due midweek, Wednesday at 11 o'clock at night. Here's what's due Thursday. You go to your gathering and then mark in this tab that you attended or not. And then these things are due by the end of the week, Saturday night at 11 o'clock. So that's a really nice, easy place to see it. You also have your calendar. If you come up here, okay, my internet is slow tonight. So I like to see it, the view of the list view. Do you see right here? You can see at a week or a month glance or a list. I do kind of like seeing it in a list because I can see what's due when. So I know that February 1st is Wednesday night. And so here are the things that I need to get done by Wednesday night. Then you have, the one thing that I don't like is it shows you when things are available. Like it shows me when this lesson 6 assignment is going to be available February 2nd. So Thursday. These are the things that are due Saturday night. So there's that view. You can also do a week view. And when you click on that, the one thing that I don't like it has all these down here that are due at 11 o'clock on Wednesday. You could click and see all that. One thing, you could even do the day. So you could go through your days. Go to Wednesday. Open them on February for some reason. Let me come to, I'll say what's due February 1st. So I clicked on the calendar over here, February 1st. And here's all the things that are due. The other place is some things are called assignments and then some things are called quizzes. So if I click on the assignments, it'll show me which assignments are due for lesson 5. So here I'm in lesson 5, and I'm going to hide myself for just a second. And you'll see these 3 things are categorized as an assignment. And that's why it's in the assignment tab, and it shows when they are due, February 4th at 11 o'clock. So those are the assignments I need to do, but I also have quizzes. So it's kind of, I don't know why they have to separate it that way, but then it will show you the current quizzes that are available and how long they're available until. These are due till available till February 1st, and this one is available until February 4th. So you'll see that. You'll see future ones. So, right, as you can see here, learning report for lesson 5. The learning reports are never available, okay, until the Wednesday that week. So the learning report for our lesson 5 this week, it's not going to be open until Wednesday. So I have from Wednesday until Saturday night to complete that, because usually there's things that you have to get done throughout the week to report on your learning report. Okay, so I'll come back. So I hope that's helpful for any that have had a hard time navigating this page. the one thing I just want to make sure I go over, as you look at this, we'll just go to the assignments and go to Lesson 5's application activity. The only bad thing is this one doesn't necessarily have, this one doesn't have the directions, and it just tells me what's due, and then the submission place I would go to submit. It doesn't have the directions in that screen that I showed you. So for me, if I wanted to see all the directions and the assignment that I can upload, I like to go to Table of Contents, go to the Post Gathering for Lesson 5, the directions for the application activity. So it tells you here, it's laid out really easily. It just has step 1, 2. One thing it's going to ask you to do is use information. You go to this website, do you see that? And you're asked to write down 2 careers that are interesting to you, that you want to learn more about, get to know. Think, that kind of sounds like something I might be interested in doing for a job. I want to explore that career. So here's what you have to do is you have this template. I'm just going to open it to show you. Okay. Here you have, it asks you to pick 2 of the careers that you explored on that site, the ONET Online. Okay. So then it says, I want you to be very careful to read this part, because this is always a confusion, and these templates don't let me click into them, but like it says, for career number 1, so for this section, for questions 1 through 5, only answer A if you are not currently in a career. So if I'm just a student and I don't have a career right now, I'm just working on getting my schooling done, then I don't have a career yet, I'm only going to answer A for the career 1 section. So I'll just answer that question, I don't answer the B. Then it says if you are currently in a career, so if I have a career right now, but I'm hoping to get schooling to help me in that career or to find a different one, then you answer just B. So you're just going to answer B for this section only, career 1. Then for career 2, you pick, like here it says, what other careers interest you that you chose, okay? It's going to ask you questions. Now let me tell you, when it asks what's the average income for a person, you need to do some research and look online. When it asks, says check the local employment ads or job listings, make sure you go and look and see what's available in that career field that you picked. So make sure all of these questions are answered. You'll see that it does not specify a length, but if it did, be sure you're watching if it says it needs to be at least 3 sentences or it needs to be a full paragraph. Be reading for that. Okay, so that's the application activity. These steps help you understand what you are to do, and then you submit your template. I hope that's helpful, and I love this lesson this week. I have a lot of students in the past that find things that they hadn't considered, or they learned a little more about a job that they've always wondered about. It's just a good first step to getting to know where you would like to go with your career. The last thing I want to show you is our English tip. So this includes, and let me just hide my face so we can focus and not be blocked. Sometimes when it asks for 2 sentences, at least 2 sentences, some of you just write 1 sentence, but I can tell that sometimes you have enough information, it could really be 2 sentences and probably would be more clear if it were. Here's an example of just one I made up. Today is a great day and I like to be happy, but tomorrow I will go to the store and will not be happy when I leave. Okay, so that is a run-on sentence. It goes on and could be broken up into 2 sentences. So I think of a complete thought. Today is a great day. Okay, that could even be a sentence, but I want to know a little bit more, so I'm going to keep the part about right here, and I like to be happy. Today is a great day and I like to be happy. That alone could be a sentence. So I added a period. Now let me read the next part. But tomorrow I will go to the store and will not be happy when I leave. So you need to start with a capital letter. So change B to a capital one, or lowercase. But tomorrow, I'm going to put a comma there. I will go to the store and will not be happy when I leave. Period. So I have broken that now into 2 sentences. It's a little more clear and is not a run-on sentence. So that's a suggestion, is trying to read through and think, where could I do a pause where I have a complete idea, or stop and put my period there. So that's your English tip, is to not only watch for directions. If it says write 2 sentences, then write 2 sentences. If you have a sentence that's really long and you think that could be split into a couple sentences, read through and see where your complete ideas and thoughts are and put a period. Because if I put a period here, today is a great what? So it's leaving the person reading it confused. So making sure that it's a complete, clear thought, then it can be a sentence. It has a noun and a verb. So that is our English tip. One last thing I want to remind you, my video is getting long, is late work. So late work, anything older than 3 weeks cannot be submitted. So if the due date was more than 3 weeks ago, I don't accept that. Only because that late, it almost loses, all the lessons build upon one another, and it's kind of loses its value in doing it that late after it was due. So 3 weeks, that's really 21 days. So if it's been 22 days, I won't accept it. So make sure that we're keeping up on when things are due. And also, even if it's less than 3 weeks, you get points taken off. So I would not recommend that. Okay, that was a lot of information. I hope you have a great week. Let me know any questions or any way I can help. I am here cheering you on. You're doing awesome and already into week 5, so that's great. Have a great week, you guys. Bye.